everybody, welcome back to another reading. It's Mary. So I thought I would do a reading just about Gypsy and what's going on with her energy and her thoughts and her plans. So we're gonna read some tarot for Gypsy. We're gonna take some soul cards. We're gonna take some oracle cards. We're going to take some tarot cards to represent the people around her. And we're going to take some advice. And as usual, we got some piping hot tea here about Gypsy. So let's get started. Okay, so I was preparing this the decks for the soul card and the oracle card, the energy spirit oracle. You'll see. This is what came up. So, in the shadows of the soul's journey, the soul card, what's her soul looking like? Acceptance. So again, acceptance to me for Gypsy means that she's probably drinking. She's not accepting the things she cannot change, and asking for the wisdom to know the difference. Okay. So I don't know why I just always associate that card with alcoholism or addiction. And yeah, I believe she's drinking, because underneath the energy and spirit oracle cards, while I was preparing them, in the shadows we have beneath the surface and hidden truths, something unknown. And yeah, with Gypsy, there are many hidden truths and a lot of things that are unknown to the general public. So this is why we're going to do this reading. I will shuffle more for her soul and her energy. Oops. But first, I thought we should do some tarot on Gypsy. Let's get some real specifics and dive in here. Okay, what is going on with Gypsy? What plans is she making? What is she thinking about? What is her next move? Thank you. Oh, we got two. What's her next move? You know, I don't know if she plays chess, but she's definitely thinking 2 moves ahead. So let's see what's going on in the shadows behind the scenes with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. What is up with Gypsy Rose Blanchard and the people around her? Everyone that's her family, Ken, Ryan, Nicholas, if that comes up, Baby Aurora. By the way, I am going to do another reading on Baby Aurora. I have some information. I have news. But anyway, there we go. And there we go. Alrighty. Thank you, Spirit. So, what is going on with Gypsy? Let's find out. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so first out of the box, we got the Queen of Pentacles. So she's looking for stability, security, and see this card here, she's not exactly sharing. Okay, she's looking for stability and security, like in her life path and with money, especially finances. And notice also she looks like she's kind of daydreaming, and she's eating this like sweet ice cream. And the Queen of Pentacles is usually very generous and nurturing and giving on a more tangible monetary frequency level. And so right now we have Gypsy, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady progress. She's weaving that web. Let's see, we've got the King of Wands, so fiery, passionate energy coming in. She's mastering how she is able to persuade people. She has a lot of ideas, a lot of fast energy ideas, like eureka moments, and this is the best thing to do, and lifetime, and stay at home, air quote, mom. We're gonna take back from the last reading what I said about Aurora. We're gonna examine Aurora. So, but yeah, like her dealings with Ryan behind the scenes, there's a lot of passion there. She seems passionate to be back on Lifetime, I think it is, Life After Lockup. She gives the illusion of being very passionate and a master at being like just an average housewife, mom, painter. So I noticed she really got her Minnie Mouse voice in check as well. So let's see. Oh, in reverse, what's going on here? Ooh, death. And what is it's killing her? Look at this. Ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah, you know, alcohol is mostly sugar, and Gypsy also was a sugar addict, and this is allegedly how she lost her teeth, her original teeth. Yeah, she's going through a transition, but it's like death by chocolate, you know. And look at the face. She's just so like, oh, like a princess who just passed out, and in reality she's going through some sort of change. Of course she is. She's always reinventing herself. So, and then the last card we have is in reverse, and it is the Two of Swords. Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to look at something. She is seeking balance and harmony in her life. Yeah, she does feel like she's on the edge a lot of the time. She feels uncertain, unstable. She wonders about, you know, if Ken is gonna stay with her because he hasn't proposed to her yet. She's thinking a lot, and she's looking for balance and harmony in her life, a balance and harmony that suits her. It's always about her. And I forgot to say this in the beginning, but everything I say in this video is alleged and for speculation purposes only. So let's look at this generally speaking. So Gypsy has a lot of earth energy. Well, not a lot, but 2 earth energy coming out here. So she is looking for stability. She is looking for a new start with like getting her feet on the ground in a new area. The last I heard, it hasn't changed. She still wants to be this like painter, stay-at-home mom, perfect housewife image. But yeah, the reality though is that she really wants a giant ice cream cone, and I'm all of a sudden seeing Marie Antoinette. Not that Gypsy was Marie Antoinette, but basically, you know, the whole let them eat cake thing. And she's like, yeah, sure. And while I eat that delicious, you know, dessert type treat, she's planning. Look at the eyes. You know, and she hides behind this girly facade when that's how she seduces men. She uses her female power. And she's very passionate, whether it's romantically passionate to get these men to fall under her spell, or whether it's, yeah, look, see? She uses her fire energy, her passion, and whether, it's mostly probably sexual relationship coming from that kind of a place, because look at this man on the ground. And it's coming, this dragon, fire-breathing dragon, is coming literally right from between Gypsy's legs under her skirt. So, yeah, absolutely confirmation. She's using men. And she's going through a transition, or it's going to come to her, but it's not like... it's just like I said, it's like death by chocolate. You know, she's gonna... She can't be this sweet all the time. And people find her fake. Not everyone, but some people find her fake. I mean, why are we still talking about her? She's famous because she unalived her mother. You know, I mean, that's her source of fame. So this death card is just a little strange. But yeah, there's a lot of strange things about the, you know, unaliving of her mother and her role, Gypsy's role in it. And maybe she's thinking about it, you know, maybe she does feel some guilt, some sadness. Maybe she does want to change and never be that person again. I keep getting that she may be on the brink of an epiphany of some sort and like go straight. That doesn't mean she wouldn't go back to jail. She could like get awakened, or you know, like really apply herself to her religious beliefs, which I believe are Christian, and she doesn't so then she would be honest, and then yeah, she would be looking at jail. But that's not what's happening now. Right now she's just planning for herself, get her feet on the ground, get her money source going, and have, again, keep using men and that passion, this sexual energy she has. And yeah, you know what I'm hearing? This transition, this major transition with death, is not, that's it. She's going to be moving on to another man. Could be Ryan, could be somebody completely different. That's the transition. A new man and a new plan of hers. And so she's so the plans that she's making, this journey is starting. It's definitely coming. This she's gonna do another reinventing of herself. And then again, we have the sword, Two of Swords, and it's in reverse. So she there's something she doesn't want to look at, but she is looking at it. And you know, there's a lot of things Gypsy probably doesn't want to really face at this point, but in this case, because she is seeking out a better life for herself, more money in particular, and another guy, another relationship, she doesn't want to look too closely, but she's looking for that balance and harmony that Pentacles represent, especially through this transition of this death card of transition. She feels like she's walking a tightrope, and that she's kind of like she could topple over any minute. She has a lot of anxiety. She doesn't show it. As I said in the beginning, it seems as if she may be drinking. And I get that a lot, actually, when I read for Gypsy or about Gypsy. I get a lot. I see her right now. She's having her wine o'clock. What time is wine o'clock? Every day, every time. You know, so let's see what Gypsy's soul is looking like right now. You know, we have, oh, I shuffled, sorry, adversity. That's interesting too. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Yeah, this is in the shadows, actually, and I mean, yes, she has said, you know, jail and all her issues with her mom taught her a lot. But Gypsy seems to create adversity. People just don't like or want to hear it. So, let's see. What's going on with Gypsy's soul? What is going on with Gypsy's soul? What's the state of her soul looking like? In the middle of the night, when no one's around, what's going on in her soul? Imagination. Look at that. Not too surprised. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You better believe she does. Oh yes. See, she's planning. She's planning like big plans. This is the King of Pentacles. You know, mastery over money, money issues. I say Queen of Pentacles before. Actually, this is you're right, I'm right. It is the Queen. Sorry, but that's pretty close to the King. And yeah, so of course she's using her imagination. She's constantly dreaming up new schemes. She's planning. She wants money. She wants stability. She wants fame, and she is using her imagination constantly to try to come up with solutions, you know. And for Gypsy, it's let's get another man and then eventually I'm going to set him on fire when I want to change and make it look all pretty and nice, and you know, like go do this. There's only one person in this card, and you see here too the house in the city. This is what she thinks she wants, but what she truly really wants is she wants the city. And right now she's unbalanced. She goes into her imagination a lot to find answers because she thinks a lot. She is embracing and nourishing the creative aspects of her mind. She wants to be a painter, so that is in complete alignment with with her own statements. So let's put this over here for now. Yeah, let's get another like ascended master angel energy around her. What energy is around her, not coming from her with her planning and desire for financial stability and harmony and like happy wife, happy life mindset. What's the energy around Gypsy? Because this is one. Oops, I still have a small table. The camera happens to get in the way sometimes, but we'll find out. So we have number 9. Ooh, that's an ending. Completion. The healing heart. Love, acceptance, and romance. Ooh, romance. Yeah. Gypsy feels or believes in her imagination that the answer to her problems is love. And when I say love, I mean the knight in shining armor love. And she's constantly telling us that, or she repeatedly defends her time in jail, you know, as to what she had to do or what she learned in jail, or she mentions it all the time. And so the energy around her is that like her angels, her spirit guides, Dee Dee is not here right now. She usually shows up when she doesn't want Gypsy to be with a man. She wants Gypsy to be like a single mom. So and Dee Dee has this delusion that she's gonna like kind of inhabit Gypsy's body and raise a baby with her as a single mom, much like Dee Dee raised Gypsy. So that's usually the message I get from Dee Dee. But her Gypsy's angels and spirit guides are basically trying to, with this card, the energy around her is that she excuse me, not she, her spiritual family, her spiritual team would like her to heal her heart, to be more loving, to be more accepting of herself. I'm hearing of herself. She's insecure inside. She's afraid. Her biggest fear is she'll go back to jail. She'll end up back in jail. She is afraid. I see her in the middle of the night. She can't sleep. It's difficult, and that is why she is maybe drinking. But I'm seeing her drink throughout the day, actually. Wine in particular. She doesn't think that that's too hard of a substance to put in her body. Wine. Like, oh, you know, lots of moms do that. They have their glass of wine with dinner. No, Gypsy has it. At least I'm seeing the number 4 right now. At least 4 times a day she drinks wine. And if she opened herself to the truth, this is all yellow solar plexus chakra with some green heart chakra. She's loved. Gypsy is loved, you know, by infinite source God. She's loved by her angels, her spiritual team. And see how small the green is here? She doesn't see the true healing love. You know, once I'm hearing this, they want her spiritual team wants her to heal her heart so she can have a real love relationship, a real romantic relationship, and not this manipulation and fame and kind of like partners in crime, but not in the romantic way, but like kind of like whatever manipulation or justification she comes up with, you know, they better fall in line with her. And this, you know, if she could just let her heart truly heal, she would have less problems, less trauma. I'm hearing the next man she is with, because there most likely will be somebody, and it's not Ken or Ryan. She might go to Ryan for a short time. I've seen she will go to Ryan for a short time. Maybe not live with him, but she'll be in very close communication with him, visiting him. But the guy that in this lifetime, Gypsy will get married again, most likely, or she will come into a realization that she can be single and still have the life that she wants. But if she does meet her future husband and goes for that, that's it. That will be the one. That will be complete. Healing her heart is the final piece in the puzzle. And we've got her power. Her power will come from healing her heart. The power will come from God. God is a lot of, you know, gold colors for bright yellow. Also, Archangel Uriel and Jophiel. Uriel is knowledge and wisdom. If Gypsy would apply herself to learn more about herself and others. She says she did a lot of work and therapy and stuff, but there's still something that I'm seeing jigsaw pieces of a puzzle, and they're all like kind of mushed up, like they're not put together fully. And Jophiel is the archangel of harmony, pentacles, harmony, and animals and nature. So maybe she needs to commune with nature a little more, but because she's starting to move on to her next plan. She's already starting, see, riding this bruised rabbit. You better believe it's bruised. She rides men and she hurts them. She's getting her plans ready for her fire-breathing dragon to pick out her next victim. And this is going to be a transition which will look sweet on the outside, but not in reality. No, it's going to lead to, you know, kind of more unbalance. So, sometimes Gypsy, I find this a lot, the cards fall when I'm reading about Gypsy or anyone attached to her, or my throat, I cough a lot, or my throat gets very dry. It's like She doesn't want me to speak, or she doesn't want to be found out. So let's take some tea leaves, some piping hot tea leaves, and see, you know, some more specifics, what she's really thinking about. Okay, we've got one. These cards are kind of hard to shuffle, but I love them. They're very precise. So I've used them in other readings about Gypsy. They're very good. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, we'll take a shadow. I have one on the ground. We'll do three. There we go. That's her card. Oh, there we go. We'll take 4. Okay, let's see the first one out of the box. We'll turn this over just for this moment. Okay, first out of the box, I. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. So yeah, Gypsy, she does not trust her intuition. She's constantly covering her tracks. But yeah, she's always watching. I said she can't sleep at night. This is an open eye. Look at all the gold. You know, her heart needs to heal. It goes with this. See? Goes nicely together. And psychic ability. So Gypsy, I've said this before, I believe she uses dark magic or dark energy. And so she probably has some connection to psychic abilities. She just uses it for negative, well, self-serving purposes. So she's always has her eye out. She's always looking for another guy, another perfect prince on a horse coming to rescue her. I don't know. I don't know if she's thinking she's like Pretty Woman, it's like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, but yeah, she always has her eye out. Yep. Oh, nest. Look at this. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, to her, and you know, this is what she believes, and she longs for this. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, to her. So it is important to her. She just doesn't know how to do it very well. And you know, we have the eggs here. This is somewhat of an indication that perhaps, and I know I said in my earlier video that Aurora is real, but I'm going to do another video about Aurora. I have some new information. But yeah, it seems as if even though the nest is full with eggs, they haven't hatched yet. They did not hatch. So she does want children. She just doesn't have them yet. Aurora, maybe. We'll see in the next reading. We'll see. We'll put the eye over here while she's making plans and keeping her eye out. Okay, we've got, the moon. Changes in your life. Changes in her life. This goes very well with the death card transition. Yeah, I'm hearing 2 moon cycles. So that would be maybe in about a week. I did not check the astrology today, but I believe the moon is waning right now, and changes come a little easier when the moon is waning. Or if the moon is waxing, if I'm incorrect, the moon is waxing, she's really working hard to make these changes. So one or the other. But yeah, and she does things at night. I said she stays up at night planning. She can't sleep. The moon. And yeah, she's absolutely looking to make changes in her life, or she's going through changes. Just like the moon. The moon has all these phases, you know, and it's like that. And then lastly, we have target. This fell out. A goal-oriented person. Well, yeah, she is. She's making a lot of plans. Problem with Gypsy is that she doesn't stick with her plans. She's like a chameleon. She changes for herself, and then she goes online and expects people to understand her or be on her side or something. Actually, I don't know what she expects, but that's what it seems to be. So let's just pull a card or two. This is a new deck. Let's break it in, and we will see if there's anything. We'll just take a card or two, unless Spirit wants to talk more, unless there's more information that needs to be known about Gypsy. But let's take a card or two from this deck. I think I see her card, and we'll just see if, you know, specifically any Ken, Ryan, again, sorry, I have a small table. Ken, Ryan, well, the shadow card wants to come out. Let's do that. With the people around her. So yeah, let's do this card. We have 3. All right. So they can clarify. Oh my goodness. So sorry. These should be able to clarify what's going on with the people around her, and then we'll pull a general oracle of abundance card to see what the advice is for her. So the first card out is 9 of Cups. See how she wants success very badly. She wants it as like an actress, and or red carpet ideas. She wants to be around famous people. And see in the back here, there's all this, like, you know, black, white patterns going on here. It's kind of giving me the vibe of like fast motion, restlessness, when the 9 of Cups is usually satisfaction and success. But you can be a little smug about it. And Gypsy, look, she's like a performer. You know, her success is tied to being a performer. So that's what's around her. She's relying on, you know, or wants very badly to be on camera and, you know, get another Lifetime deal or something to that effect. So let's see what else. The 8 of Pentacles, work. Yeah. So people around her are kind of working with her as much as she's asking them to. So it's like she wants Ken to go live and do videos. She tells him how to do them. You know, she's almost a perfectionist about it. She has to have it done her way or the highway, and that leads to satisfaction. And also, I'm hearing a false sense of satisfaction of people around her, like Ryan, for example. Him sitting back, you know, thinking that she's going to come back to him, or he's going to get her back, gives him a sense of satisfaction and success. Like she is the success. Her coming back to him. So that's the energy around the people around her. Work, a lot of work. I don't really see Ken working, having like a dedicated profession yet. Check out my other readings on Ken. In the future we know where he's going. But yeah, they're looking for work, people around her, and people are also thinking about bringing work into her life in the regard of, like, you know, should they give her another season on Life After Lockup? Other people that could profit from Gypsy and her situation and stuff, like they're working. Things are going on behind the scenes, you know. So the people are working around her, and I'm hearing they're willing to work with her. So Gypsy would like to be in charge, but she does fall in line with projects with other people that will benefit her. You know, she will. She doesn't really fight if the end result is her fame, money, success, that kind of stuff. And then we have the 2 of Wands. So she is looking to go out into the world, and she's contemplating it again. And also people around her. I'm hearing Ken. It's Ken. Ken is thinking about how to leave her. Yeah. I also asked, without consulting the cards, like when, and I don't know, I'm seeing the number 3. It could be 3 months, 3 weeks. I can't see it being 3 years. But yeah, someone is looking, they're ready, they have the resources, and whether that resources is just like, this is not for me, being true to yourself, having the strength to walk away, just as Ken did when she was in jail. But I'm not specifically out for Ken. It's just that's the message I'm getting. It's Ken who is looking at his life. He's examining the world outside his door and where he fits in and where he belongs. Because now he has fame too, and he knows people. He has connections. He has the tools and the ability, and he has his own passionate ideas too. You know, he has his own dreams and goals. They don't necessarily involve Gypsy. He's looking to the world. He's not exactly looking, but Ken is working, you know, kind of with Gypsy behind the scenes, and he's not leaving yet. He's just contemplating it. And everyone around Gypsy does want to help her become successful, because her success is their success. And that could also be Ken. I'm getting the feeling for Ken, but I'm also hearing, of course, Ryan. But I'm really getting the feeling it's Ken who's trying to walk away. He'll work with her for now, you know, and he'll, like I said, I see the number 3. So for just like for the next 3 weeks or 3 months, he's willing to, or maybe not willing to, but he will work. And yeah, that's it. There are other people working around Gypsy as well, but someone around her is thinking of going out into the world and doing that. They're gonna do themselves. Like, forget about Gypsy, I'm doing me. So these are people around Gypsy, and I have no room on my table for under Gypsy's cards. But yeah, so basically that's what's going on with Gypsy. We have a parting card of advice for her. Let's see. What messages do we have for Gypsy? Whoa! They really don't want me to do this. Like, whoever she's like in communion with, like spiritually, and I did say she uses dark magic, I believe. Gotten that in a few readings. I mean, if she knows her mother put a hex or a spell on her, you know, she knows about hexes and spells. So, yeah, like, let's see what her parting, the parting messages for Gypsy. Change. Nice. Very appropriate. Change. Yeah, Gypsy's, yeah, the message to Gypsy is, yeah, to change the way not who she is, but the way she's acting. You know, I don't judge Gypsy really that much. I don't particularly like the things she's done in life. I don't particularly like her, but she's still a human being, and you know, I'm not gonna bash her. So, you know, it would be nice if she changed to more honest position, you know, tell us what really happened with her mother and her schmurder. And so, you know, they're either asking her to change, or the change is coming. So we do a little reading here at the bottom. Okay, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. So yeah, they're pretty much telling Gypsy, like, shut that ego down, transform. She has her hands, like I said, with her imagination. She's got a lot of ideas, a lot of projects in her mind. She thinks she can handle them all, or she'll excel in a few of them, and she thinks about these things. Changes. How is she going to change? I don't know what she's ultimately going to decide on, or if she has that epiphany moment, but she's being asked by her own spiritual family to heal her heart, truly. And I don't believe that she can completely heal her heart until she gets really honest with herself about what happened with her mother and what happened with her life, with the malingering, with the her health, alleged health issues. Yeah, a lot of acceptance is needed. That's the word out of these three that I'm seeing. And it was before in the the soul deck. That was the very first word that came out in the shadows. Acceptance. Acceptance, twice. She really needs to accept her role in what she did to her mom, and she will heal. And she will heal. And that would be wonderful. That would be the happy ending, the happily ever after. It really hinges a lot on her. More acceptance of her role in things, and more honesty. So this is Gypsy. We could put this right here, right under acceptance, change. And that's it. That's what's going on with Gypsy right now. So we can check in with Gypsy unless she makes some kind of announcement. We'll check in with her in a few days, a week maybe, and we'll see. In the meantime, we're going to check on baby Aurora. I'm going to revisit that topic. We're going to check in again maybe on Nicholas. Maybe I'm going to do a reading or channel Dee Dee and or Nicholas's mother. That is so tragic and sad. So if they want to come through and speak, I think they've earned that position to come and speak to us because of what happened to them. So that's all for today with Gypsy. Not too much new information, pretty much same old, but yeah, that's what it is. As Ryan would say, it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. You are the best part of my channel. And please leave your comments below. I love reading them. I try to get back to all of you. And yeah, so thank you. And I wish you all the best. Much love, many blessings. Okay, bye. See you in the next one.